Hey guys, Celeste here. We're having a drama recap, and this time it's Peter Monn. Now, as you can tell with him tweets, there was a lot of offensive things said. And if you actually watch Peter Monn and you watch his channel, he always talks about remaining teachable and, growing and learning from your mistakes. But people are calling him out because of the attacks that he's placed on others for their tweets of racial slurs within the past. Now, if you watch Peter Monn, he has actually said, I've said a lot of hateful things in the past, and I own up to them. But here's the only thing that got me through the whole process of watching this is if you go to watch his video, which I will link down below, he talks about how he was a different person, and then he talks about the recovery. Now, it sounds to me like he's trying to say, well, my recovery, I was a different person, blah, blah, blah. But some of these tweets go back as far as, 2012, 2016. And these were well after his sobriety, well after, him getting sober. So I don't really see how that could be used as a defense, but he used it. I mean, more power to you. If that's how it works for you, that's fine. He also goes in to talk about, he didn't really know how to approach it when, here's my thing, if you don't know how to approach it, but you're sitting there giving other people advice on how to approach an apology, how can you not know how to do an apology? If it's me, and by means, if anything has ever come up with me and my tweets, which I didn't really tweet that much until this year, so there's really not that much, and most of my tweets are dealing with my personal issues with my family and things of that nature. Have I said the word ghetto? Yes. Have I said hood before? Yes. Because guess what? I pretty much... Whoop. Oh, see? Look, that's what happens. I'm not editing that out. It's real. I've said it before because I live in the ghetto. I live in what would be considered the hood. I live in what people would consider the bad neighborhood. Now, don't get me wrong. There's moments where, I'm unkept and I look a little bit like today. And then there's moments where I look fierce, baby. But no offense to Peter Monn, because I actually like Peter Monn and I like his videos. But it comes off that here's this middle-aged white male talking, this bullshit. And what is getting people is he talks about remaining teachable. And, we just went through the beauty guru bullshit, and he was still making videos about the beauty community and what they should have done and how they should have done it. And why would they say that? And here it is. Now, I'm not trying to talk about Peter Monn. I agree, people do remain teachable. Maybe he fucked up. But to sit there and say it was due to your sobriety, I don't really know if I'm buying that. To say, oh, I was in a different time and it was in a different headspace. So you're telling me 2 years ago that saying in the hood or whatever was cool? Talking about a woman's body was cool? Like, I mean, as far as those issues of abortion and stuff, I can understand that, things can change. And, I know opinions can change over time because let's face it, there are certain things a couple years ago we might have thought that we may not think now. And, I'm not trying to play on the whole Peter Monn, remain teachable, you learn and you grow and everything like that. But it is true. You do learn and you do grow. But I think this is one of those things where you say that you don't remember the tweets, but then you talk about that you made a video talking similar things about what you see in those tweets. Sorry about that. So that's where I kind of like, okay, you're topsy-turving a little bit, from an outside perspective. I mean, I'm not him. I'm not the one making the apology. So, I mean, whatever. What the fuck do I know? He's got more followers than I will probably ever have, right? And I don't know. To me, that just seemed off. And I think I'm not the only one. And I'm trying to remain I don't want to say the word teachable, but I'm trying to remain kind of in a space where I can see where he's coming from in a certain way, that, you know, certain things that you say in the past may not be who you are now. Because I believe that. I totally believe that. There's some things that happen in the universe that changes our minds. It changes our beliefs. We learn new things. We realize certain words or certain things are offensive to other people that we may have not have ever thought were offensive. So I get that understanding and I get that point there, but there's a lot of mixed, fucked up stuff. And you guys can make your own opinions about it and tell me what you think about the whole situation. I'm not saying give him a free pass, but I'm saying don't be too judgy, I guess. You know, people do fuck up. And I think it's worse for him fucking up because he's a middle-aged white man, and white men are normally known to have more privilege. And I'm not trying to say that I believe that, and I'm not trying to say I don't believe that, because I think there's a little bit of truth on both sides, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that to be mean, but a lot of things in the video just didn't add up. A lot of things in the apology didn't add up. But, you know, I'm not in his shoes. I can't talk for him. And I'm just a drama channel. I'm trying to stay neutral in this for the reason being that I don't even know why I'm trying to stay neutral. I mean, to be honest, it's bullshit. It's fucked up. But then another part of me is like, well, you know, it's been a couple years. And a lot of these tweets that I had personally seen myself were way older. So, you know, I'm like, okay, 2012, different times, you know, different things. And I know everybody says different times, different things, you know, and it doesn't mean that it's right. But people change. And maybe he has changed, and maybe, you know, things happened to make him a better person, and that's what I really want to believe, because I've always been the type to believe that no one really has pure hatred in their heart, and that's why I've always been burned before in the past. But I have this humanitarian side of me that people can learn, people can change. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, I don't know. You guys decide on what you believe. Leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think about it. Bye, guys.